Kelly, good morning. Well, more than ever, the Republican Party wants to be the candidate of Reagan. They attend Reagan dinners. They go back to his alma mater to give speeches. They come here to his library to debate. But it all raises a question. Could Ronald Reagan even get elected in California today?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
I was a big fan, a very big fan of Ronald Reagan.
Today, Republicans make the pilgrimage to debate at the Reagan Library in Simi Valley, in the state where Reagan acted,
Bedtime for Bonzo, starring Ronald Reagan,
and then governed. He's become a Republican legend. But here in California, his once grand old party is all but extinct. No Republicans carried the state since Reagan's re-election. And the last one to win statewide was another actor turned politician.
I'll be back.
But the GOP hasn't been back since. Democrats dominate Sacramento. Meg Whitman lost her race for governor in 2010, and 2016 presidential candidate Carly Fiorina lost badly in her recent bid for Senate.
That's a generational issue, honestly. I think people are beginning to figure out that the progressive policies that Democrats in that state have pursued over decades are literally destroying people's lives.
Republicans argue that a fiscally conservative but socially moderate candidate could help the party come back to power in California. But even the state's top Republican in Washington has to admit it's an uphill climb. So you still maintain that it's not all that lonely to be a Republican in California?
Oh, it's lonely. And when you throw a party, you know everybody in the room.
But the national GOP brand can be a problem in California. And the presidential race is dredging up an issue that many say poisoned the well here in the first place.
If you point to a single factor, it would have to be the Latino, the way Latinos have turned against the Republican Party, the way Republicans have damaged themselves with Latino voters.
It's a reminder that for all the Reagan romance, he might not have fit so well in today's Republican Party.
I believe in the idea of amnesty for those who have put down roots and who have lived here.
Contrast that with frontrunner Donald Trump, as a pro-immigration group is doing in this new ad.
They're bringing crime, they're rapists. If I'm elected, they're going to be out of there day one.
But that hasn't stopped Trump from invoking Ronald Reagan's name to defend his own evolving views.
Well, I think they have a point from years ago, but they also have that same point with Ronald Reagan, who was a Democrat absolutely with a liberal bent. And Ronald Reagan, not only a Republican, but a pretty conservative Republican. Not the most, but a pretty conservative Republican.
So we'll never know exactly what Ronald Reagan would have thought about Donald Trump standing on his debate stage as the frontrunner. But Joe and Mika, I will say he has at least breathed new life into the old Ronald Reagan slogan, "Let's make America great again."
Oh, yes. We all have the hat. Casey Hunt, thank you so much.
We all, especially Ed came in. He had to take off the hat. They had to fix his hair because he wears that 24/7.
You can't take sides right now.
So, Mike, God, you've been wanting to.
Well, off the poll numbers that we showed before Casey's report, 39% of those people polled believe that Donald Trump gives the Republicans the best shot at winning. Do you believe that?
Here's what I believe, and I am neutral, so I'm going to say neutral.
I don't believe.
I believe whoever emerges from this very big, very talented field is going to be the front runner for the general election. And that will be true if it's Trump. It'll be true if it's any of the other 10 people who are on the stage with him tonight, or for that matter, the 4 people who are on the stage before them. Because if you look at the depth of the field and the breadth of the field, whoever emerges as a nominee is going to have to prove himself as a pretty effective campaigner. And then when you look at President Obama's approval numbers, the right direction, wrong track, the fact that historically only once since FDR has the country given a party a 3rd term in the White House, I believe that our nominee will be the front runner for the general election. So, if Trump emerges, if he's able to build on his base now and get the delegates to be the nominee, he'll have proven himself to be a very effective campaigner.
Donald Trump opened